Welcome back. I'm going to talk to you guys about the recall for the 2021 Expedition and the 2021 Navigator. It's the 22S48, 22S36 vehicle underhood fire. I'm going to show you the paperwork and the build date, and then what we have to do to fix it. And then I have the wiring diagram to show you which circuit it is that we're fixing. And then I have a video that I'll put in here with it to show one of the other technicians, and I was just kind of helping him along on how to do it. It did miss, my phone stopped recording where he was taking the pin out of the connector, but basically everything else was caught. So let's look at the recall notification and we'll go from there. So this is the dealer bulletin. It's the Expedition 2021 Kentucky Truck Plant. Build date July 28, 2020 through August 31st, 2021. Same thing with the Navigator. Reason for the safety recall is certain vehicles built during this time frame may pose a risk of underhood fire, including while the vehicle is parked and the engine is off. Ford Motor Company has developed a remedy for those vehicles equipped with a heavy-duty cooling fan until the repair is complete. Affected vehicles should not be parked outside, away from structures, or should be parked outside, away from structures and other property. Owners should be instructed to park their vehicle outside, away from structures and other vehicles due to the risk of fire until the repair is completed. So basically it's telling us before demonstrating or delivering any new in-stock vehicle involved in the recall, we are to inspect the battery junction box, also known as the BJB, for damage. Replace as required per technical instructions and remove the ground wire from the BJB. Owner notifications, they're supposed to be mailed out by July the 28th. Or excuse me, July 18th. And we should repair any affected vehicle that arrives at the dealership, whether or not the customer received a letter. That's basically all we're doing. This is the tools that we need. Small flathead screwdriver, terminal tool, wire cutter, heat gun, coroplast tape, and dual heat shrink tubing. We are both fuse relay cover and high current fuse covers present. It's the lids on top of them. Yes, they're present. We have to shake to make sure that they're properly installed on the fuse box. There are 3 attachments to engage. So hoops, rear hoops. And we're going to check for any damages, cracks, excessive warping, melting, broken hoops, or broken latches on both covers. Is there any damage present on either cover? Yes, replace the damaged covers, proceed to step 4. No, proceed to step 4. Remove the covers and inspect the BJB. Are there any evidence of melted fuses, melted relays, or melted plastic in the BJB? Yes, replace the whole BJB. No, part is on back order. Park vehicle outside, disconnect negative battery cable, and connect SSSC for approval. Yes, proceed to step 5. So basically on the driver's side, we got to go in, remedy 1, and tape up that ground. And then remove the battery tray, follow the workshop manual, disconnect the outboard powertrain control module connector, which is this one right here. It's the one closest to the passenger side. That's the BJB. This is the powertrain control module. Then we have to disconnect all these wires right here. We got to mark them so we know which ones they are. And then we have to separate the top half of the BJB, which is all these fuses and stuff. This piece right here, we have to separate it from the lower half. Release the tab connecting the BJB to the frame, which is basically the needle nose pliers here. And we release the 2 harness connectors underneath and pull the bottom out. Remove the zip tie because there's a connector way down. This connector. This is the one that we're going for. But there's another connector down here, and it's got a zip tie. And it connects to the bottom of that BJB. So now you undo the connectors. And then the black 5-way connector. So when you pull them out, this one's black, this one's white. Remove the black shell on the outside, which is covering the wires coming in. Then we got to remove the tape and peel back the harness so we can expose the wire. We have to take out the tap, or the TPA, which is the terminal position assurance, which holds the pins in place. That's basically what it looks like when it's out. And then we're looking for the wire. It's black and a violet wire. They have it circled right here, which is in this connector, cavity 47. This is the bottom where the wires come in. This is the lock tab. So you're looking at it, it's going to be the second one to the right. It's going to be next to this white wire. Then we got to remove it. You use the pin tool to push down inside there, and you remove the wire, and then you're going to cut it right at the tip. This is the ground wire, and I'll show you what ground wire it goes to. Put some heat shrink on the end of it, melt it, pinch the end of it, fold it over, and tape it to the inside of the harness, and you put everything back together. So which circuit is it? This is the BJB, okay? And it's connector 1035B. And it's this wire right here, black and violet. And this is a ground wire. It's actually relay number 2, relay number 1, and relay number 3. We're disconnecting this ground, and it's actually going to run through relay 1 or relay 3. They think this relay right here is messing everything up, and you cannot replace these relays because the relay is built into the battery junction box. So this is the wire. We clip it, fold it over in the harness, and basically from there put everything back together. But it's this circuit right here. It's a ground circuit. So that's what it is. That's the procedures that we have to go through to do it. I got a little video of most of it being done, and I'm going to throw that in for you right now, okay?
Hello?
Should pop out right there. Should just pop out. And you have to disconnect that.
I'll figure out how to plug that cost out.
Set outboard.
This don't want to come out.
It's got that harness that goes underneath. You gotta move. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Just gotta pull it. Because it has that big harness underneath it. Separate the top.
Huh?
Separate the top.
What do you mean?
Separate the top, the 4 tabs. There's 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the back side. It says you got to separate it, remember?
Come on, am I in?
Huh?
Come on, those right there?
Yeah. Or did we skip a step?
I don't know.
So what we've done so far is remove the battery tray, unplug that. That's the BJB. You have to check the lid for warping or broken tabs. Then you got to check the inside for anything melted. Then you have to disconnect all those. You're gonna pull that out, and we're gonna have to cut a wire. You gotta separate the upper and lower. Yep, you gotta separate the upper and lower. It's a little flathead screwdriver, these 4 lock tabs. You're supposed to do that before you unbolted it, but that makes it easier to pull the top off there.
Hell, still don't want to come apart.
Try that one. And then you got 2 in the back. Oh, your new light. It's upside down.
How the fuck is that gonna work?
Alright, so we finally got the battery junction box off. There's 3 connectors underneath. 1, 2, 3. Now is removing the black shell from the connector, the black one. And then we got to pull that white TPA off of there, which is the only white piece you see on there for all the terminals to fit in. It says stick a flathead down inside that little hole right there.
Which one you blinded the shit out of me?
Huh?
I see you blinded the shit out of me. Let's see which one.
Right away. Go up to the left, down. Yep. It says use a small flathead. Yeah.
Can I do it on the other side too?
Yep. You gotta unlock it on the rear. Oh, you got to pull it out.
That thing won't come out. I'm about to get Matt's message coach again.
Try the screwdriver again. There we go. Now that's off, and it's pin.
Here I got. Fix that a little.
$47. $47, which is the black and purple wire. You got a pin tool?
Nope.
I got one. And then you're gonna need the heat shrink.
Yeah, I got one over there.
That black and purple wire. Put a lot of tape on that bad boy, didn't it?
Oh,
It's actually a violet purple wire. It's gonna be, hang on. Up here. It's gonna be that one.
yeah. That big one.
Yep.
Oh, I need to cut it.
Yeah, no, you gotta pull the pin out. You gotta use the pin tool to pull it out.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay. I'll have one.
Hold that. Just film that. Watch the cuss words. I'll get demonetized.
Ah, for YouTube.
You're gonna cut it right at the terminal.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's a lot more.
Heat shrink the end of it. Most of the way right. I'm gonna try to block the wind. Which is
Look.
not really helping. We got that torch over there.
I got it. Oh, I did.
For all your heating needs. Look at that.
Pinch the end of it.
Yeah. Pinch the end.
Pinch it.
I did pinch it.
Alright, that's what she said.
You gotta pinch the end like a rubber, you know?
Then you're
Although
gonna
you got a kid, you don't know what I'm talking about.
You're gonna fold it over like this and wrap it around that harness and put everything back together. And this is for the recall. Which recall is this one? 22 what?
48.
22S48 for the engine fire on the Expedition.